आवाज सुनाई दे रहे हैं? आप ये Q&A बॉक्स है ना, वो यूज करके आप टाइप कर सकते हैं उधर। मेरा आवाज ठीक आ रहा है तो अभी शुरू करते हैं। कोई कंफर्म कर सकता है आवाज ठीक है बोल के? हाँ, थैंक्स थैंक्स फॉर द कंफर्मेशन। थैंक यू फॉर अटेंडिंग दिस। होप सबको हिंदी में बोला गया है। मेरा हिंदी उतना अच्छा नहीं है, लेकिन मैं कोशिश करता हूँ एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए कैसे हमारा प्लेटफॉर्म यूज करना है। वो उस हिसाब का आज ये सेमिनार ऑर्गेनाइज किया है। हिंदी में बात करूं, इंग्लिश में बात करूं, सब कंफर्टेबल है। इंग्लिश में है तो मैं इंग्लिश में ही बात करता हूं, नहीं तो हिंदी में करता हूं। आप कंफर्म कर सकते हैं टाइप करके हिंदी क्या इंग्लिश? अकॉर्डिंगली मैं प्रोसीड करता हूं। ओके, इंग्लिश बोला है। इंग्लिश ठीक है। ओके ओके, आई एम मोर कंफर्टेबल विथ इंग्लिश। इन केस किसी को जानना है तो हिंदी में आप बताइए, मैं दोनों भाषा में आपको एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए कोशिश करता हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच। गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबody. I regret the delay in starting this small session on how to automate uh, your strategies using Algomojo as a platform. And good morning to all. Good morning and welcome to today's demonstration of Algomojo platform. We are thrilled to have you with us to provide you, to show you the solution that we can offer to automate your trades. Uh, at its core platform, Algomojo's platform, it is trying to bridge a gap between the trading signals that you would generate and order execution in your broker account. Now, this would save a lot of time and effort for you in terms of placing of orders that are to be executed as per your strategies, which you would run in various charting platforms like it could be TradingView, Amibroker, any of these charting platforms. So we act like a bridge between your charting platform and your broker account as such. This platform is designed in such a manner that you need not have to have any kind of coding knowledge to use this and automate your trades. You need not have to have any programming language knowledge or coding knowledge to automate your strategies. We have kept it, we have tried and kept it to make it very simple for anybody to use our platform to automatically place orders that would be generated from your platforms, charting platforms. Now, it is meant to be used for both beginners and experienced traders who have strategies running, and you would have tested your strategies and you would like to utilize them to place orders or trade in the markets as such. So this is meant for both new users and also as for the experienced users. We have tried to keep the interface as simple as possible and as user-friendly as possible. Also, let me reconfirm. Hope the audio is okay. The session is getting recorded. In case you would like to go through this session again, the recordings will be available to you. So you can access the recording anytime and then go through the session anytime that you want. In case you have any queries, while during the course of this session, kindly use the Q&A box to raise your queries. Let me try and answer those queries as we go along. Hope that is clear. So use the Q&A box to raise any kind of query that you would have on about usage of the platform. I will show that answer them in this session. The agenda for today is we will look at the Algomojo platform and its features, and we will see how do we do an integration with TradingView. If you have any specific strategy or indicator in TradingView that you would like to see how it can be automated, kindly type that in the Q&A box. I'll use those strategies and show how you can automate them. Or I will have some, I do have some strategies. We can go through them and indicators also. We can go through them and see how do we automate those. If required, if any Amibroker users are there, we can go through the Amibroker usage also. How do we automate the signals that get generated in Amibroker? A brief about Algomojo support and a Q&A session. Like as I was mentioning, you need not have to wait till the end of the session. You could raise your query as we go along. I'll try and answer them. By the way, my name is Lokesh. I am a part of Algomojo team. Some of the before getting into the platform, let me uh, give you a brief about what Algomojo is all about. It's a strategy execution platform. It's a web-based platform. We don't have any app as such, so you can use any browser. So it could be Edge or a Chrome or Firefox, any browser. Open this application and do the trading from this platform. This is a all-in-one kind of platform, both for your automated strategies and also for placing manual orders. Also, manual orders too. Sorry about that. It is basically designed for traders to automate the trading strategy, trading signals. We have integrated with the most popular charting tools that are available in the market, like your TradingView, Amibroker, MT4, Charting, Ninja Trader. There are things like Google Sheet and Excel also available, but more from the perspective of placing an order rather than automated Excel or Google Sheets. So these Google and Excel sheets will not be able to provide you live data. However, you'll be able to place an order using these tools as such. We provide a common API connectivity with for multiple brokers. We provide execution modules. We provide sample codes that needs to be used in any of these charting tools as such, so that you need not have to worry as to how to what is it to text to be used, what is the code to be used in my charting platform for automation, those kind of things. Everything is provided by the Algomojo platform. All you have to do is just copy paste those codes or modules onto your charting tool and enable the automation of signals from them. Our aim is to make algo trading experience more efficient, simple, and try to keep it as user friendly as possible. Some of the key features of Algomojo, you can customize what is that you want to trade in the Algomojo platform itself. Like mm, you can define what is that you want to trade, whether it is equities or futures or options. You need not have to do any of these things in uh, the charting platform. You can set all the trading parameters in Algomojo itself, whether it is equities that you want to trade or futures you want to trade or options you want to trade. Uh, yes, we have integrated with Zerodha. Of course, we'll come to that Zerodha API shortly. Yeah. Also, you can say that okay, whether if you are an option trader, you would like to dynamically choose the ATM, ITM, or OTM at the point of order placement. The system will allow you to choose dynamically any of these. We provide up to 20 strikes in the money and 20 strikes out of the money for Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Fin Nifty strike prices. So you can choose what is that you want to trade in terms of option, or if you have a specific option symbol to be traded for the day. For example, you can do that also. So any trades coming during the day, it will take the trades only in that specific strike price that you determine, or it can be selected dynamically by the system also. So most of the users we find are option buyers. However, our system does allow for you to sell options, hedge your positions either by selling option or by buying options also. So you have a wide choice, either buying of options, selling options, or hedge buying or hedge selling. Then, if you are passing a huge quantity of orders, which would be beyond the freeze limit set for the indices, our system will take care of placing multiple orders. You need not have to worry about splitting those orders. We do the order splitting and place multiple orders based on the quantity that you set to trade in Algomojo platform itself. For risk management, currently we have target and stop loss, which you can set either in terms of points or in terms of percentage. So, suppose you are an option trader and you've taken a trade for a say for an option at 100 rupees, and your target is at you want to close the position if it comes to 150, or if it hits a stop loss of 10 points. So the price, if the premium comes down to 90, you like to close the position. You can do those kind of settings. Both you can set either in terms of percentage or in terms of points itself. Currently, we don't have the trailing stop loss kind of thing or multiple target kind of facility. Those are facilities that we are working on. It will be enabled going forward. You can also customize the time to start or end the processing of the signals. We have seen a lot of people who would not like to take any trades in the morning volatility or the closing time volatility. They would like to wait for the market to stabilize and then take the trades depending on the strategies. So you can set the start time and end time. And if you are a day trader, you can set what time you want the MIS orders to be closed. Suppose you want to close it earlier to what the broker does the square of, you can do that also. And also on expiry date, if you decide to do the rollovers or close the positions, you can set the time as to when you want positions to be rolled over or closed as such. You can preset all this in the Algomojo platform itself. It is a one-time setting that you need to do. You need not have to worry about doing it every time, every day as such. Once you set these parameters in Algomojo, you are set to place orders against the signal that would be passed from your charting tool. Some of the features continued would be there are rollover options available. Suppose you are a weekly trader or a monthly trader, you can always choose to trade either in the current weekly options or next week's options or monthly options. So you can set these expiries that you want to trade with in the system itself. And on the expiry day on the expiry day, it will automatically roll over for you. The system will roll over the positions for you. We provide paper trading facility for all users. So we provide the paper trading facility to basically to check whether the system is meeting or placing the orders as per your requirement. Um, what I would like to highlight is it's paper trading is not a tool for back testing or forward testing kind of thing. It is meant to check the process of order placements, whether the signals are getting executed as per your requirement, whether the positions that are taken are as per your requirement, whether it is weekly, futures, or equity, to check whether the quantities are getting rightly executed on the expiry day, whether the execution is happening as per your timing requirement, whether the rollovers are happening as per the timing, as per your requirement. For checking the process, the paper trades are enabled for you. So once you check the system or the process is meeting your requirement, you can go for live trading as such. So for paper trading, there's a limitation. You can enable up to 3 paper trades. For live trading, there's no limitation. You can have run as many positions as possible. Then there are certain rules that we have set, which needs to be used along with the strategies that you configure, that you're deploying. These are broadly classified into 4, 5 categories. So, there are people who like to take only long trades. the buy signals only. So for those kind of traders, there's a symbol called or the rule called long only. So people who like to take only short positions, there is a rule called short only. If you want to trade both long and short, then there's a rule for long and short. And if your strategy is always in trade, either long or short, then we suggest the stop and reverse kind of rules. So based on your strategy that you run, you need to choose the appropriate rule. We will see way to check this when we get into the platform, because this is the most important or the critical part to understand. If there is a mismatch in the rule that you select and the strategy that you're running in your charting tool, then the orders that get executed will not be as per your requirement. So kindly ensure that you adapt the rule which is suitable to your uh, trading strategy. We will also look at a few of them, how to use that when we do the actual uh, setting up of the alerts in trading view today. Yeah. Uh, if you're a option trader and you would like to trade various strategies like straddles or strangles or iron condors, etc. You can do that using a platform. Our platform is very flexible. You can select each leg of these strategies and define them. What is that they want to? They are supposed to trade. So you can choose whether ATM, ITM, or ITM4, ITM10, OTM5, anything, buying or selling any of these combinations. For each leg, you define that, and based on the single uh, signal that is generated from the charting tool, the multiple legs of option strategies will get executed. Any questions so far? Kindly use the Q&A box to type out your question. Let me try and answer them as we go along. So in terms of notifications, you can easily get Telegram notifications. It's a simple process to set it up. For each of the strategies that you're running, you can get notifications on Telegram app as such. If you're a trader who is using a single strategy on multiple stocks, uh, it could be equities, it could be futures. You can create a watch list of all the symbols that you want to trade, and depending on the signal generated for a particular symbol, the order will be executed in your account. So it's an automated process. There is a flexibility that you can define what is to be traded by adding it into the watch list, the quantity and the symbols, and upload it every time that you need that to be updated in the strategy. So you need not have to depend on anything else. You can create and modify the watch list as and when you require any number of times. So that flexibility is provided for you. Then reports can be downloaded for your analysis, and reports could be for various signals that are received and orders placed and the positions taken. For each of the strategies, you can download the reports separately and analyze and use them for future modifications or changes that needs to be done in your strategy as such. Now, coming to the brokers with whom we have done the API integration, uh, we have close to about 27, 28 brokers with whom we have done the API integration. So if you already have an account with any of these brokers, you can automate your signals from the various charting tools that we had looked at. It could be TradingView, it could be Amibroker, it could be charting, various things. So Zerodha, yeah, we have done the API integration. However, kindly note Zerodha charges a monthly fee of 2,000 rupees towards their API. So apart from Algomojo's API, you will need Zerodha's API also for automation of orders to be placed in Zerodha account. Now, we have various plans for the API. Availability. So also we have a special offer for APIs, Algomojo APIs for integration with 4 brokers. So if you open a new account with any of these brokers, you get Algomojo APIs free for life as such. Now, we used to do this for almost all the brokers, but however, there was a change in regulation, which due to which most of the brokers had to put a stop on the facility that they were extending to the users. However, we have currently four brokers who have uh, agreed to provide this facility for users. So if you open a new account with Allies Blue or First Stock or Fires or Zebu, you get the Algomojo APIs free. So you may not have to have any subscription. You will get these APIs, Algomojo APIs, free for life as such. For the other brokers, like what we were looking at, rest of the brokers, you get a 7 days trial to check whether Algomojo platform is meeting your requirement. So you can check it, try it out for 7 days, and in case you feel that this platform meets your requirement in terms of the automation of your strategies, you can get into a subscription method with us. Yeah, there are various subscription plans available. It can be a monthly plan or it can be a quarterly plan or a yearly plan. We will look at the plans as we go along. So it's pretty affordable, I would say. On an yearly basis, it works out to 500 rupees per month for you. If you already have an account with any of these brokers, we will not be able to extend the free APIs. However, you can open a new account and suppose you have it in Zebu, you can open a new account in Alice Blue or First Stock or Wires. All the brokers are equally good in terms of their platforms and their features and the ability to process your orders and place your orders. So you can try opening a new account with these brokers and avail the facility that we are providing. Now, before getting into the Algomojo automation process, we'll spend some time in looking at our website and how to use the various facilities that we offer in our website. Yeah. This is algomojo.com. So you could go through our website to look at various uh, solutions that we offer for the users. Now, in case you would like to open account with any of the new broker, four brokers that I was mentioning, you can use this button called Open an Account and provide these details of name, email ID, and mobile number, and select the broker with where you would like to open the account and complete the process of opening an account. The opening an account is completely handled by the brokers, so we just act as a referral partner for them. So once you click this, it will take you to the broker's web page, and you will need to provide all the details as required by the brokers. And they are pretty fast. Normally, the accounts get open within the same day or the next day, and you will have the credentials available to you, and you can start your trading journey as such. Yes. Yeah. Any queries? Now, once you have a trading account with any of the brokers with whom we have done the API integration, you can use the same web page to log in. Before that, you can go to use this button called login, and select the broker with whom you would like to do the trading. So, for example, if you'd like to mm, say for demo purpose, I'll use Allies Blue as an account. So select the broker and say login with broker. It will ask for you the credentials of the broker. So these credentials are nothing but what is provided by the broker itself. All you need to do is update these, the client ID and the password, and one moment, I think there is some change in the password that I used. So it will ask for the TOTP or OTP. You can ask if you have TOTP facility, you could use that. One minute, I'm just waiting for the TOTP from Let's blue. Today being Saturday, most brokers would be into some kind of maintenance or the other. I'm yet to get the OTP. Meanwhile, if there are any queries, let me try and answer them. So once you update the user ID, password, and the OTP, you will be logged into this page. The interface for all the users, irrespective of the broker, is the same. So you will see a common interface for it could be any broker. It could be Zerodust to Upstock to um, Samco to Trajan, any of them. So the homepage will show you the details about, gives you a summary of the funds that you have, the holdings that you have, what are the orders and positions that are open. And on the right side top, you see this is a dashboard that you're saying, and there's a tab for looking at all the orders placed during the day or trades executed during the day. What are the positions which are open? So these details are the ones which are currently available with the broker. Those will be indicated as per the trades taken during the day. Yeah, if it is in the morning, then the open positions will be shown as per the broker. So once you log in, the first thing that you can check is the details about the API. So if you look at on the left side, you have various tabs. So if there are multiple tabs which you can see here. The first tab gives you the summary of your client ID. In this case, this is the client ID provided by Alliance Blue, and the API and API secret. These are generated by Algomojo for your account, for the specific account. It will also tell you what is the expiry date and how many days it is valid. And in case you would like to renew, you can use this tab for renewing it. So everybody gets 7 days trial. Then you have multiple subscription options. And the monthly works out to 1,000 rupees, half yearly about 3,600, and yearly about 6,000 rupees. If you opt for a yearly scheme, then per month it works out to 500 rupees for you as such. Yeah, in terms of API from Algomojo. So once you have the API keys, the next step is to look at, as I was mentioning, there are uh, going back on the presentation. For automation purpose, it's a two-step process. One is the process that needs to be followed in Algomojo. What are the things that you need to do in Algomojo? One is you define what is that you want to trade. What are the trades that you want to execute based on the strategies that you would be running from various charting tools. Once you are defined that, you will need to enable the paper trade or the live trade. Then go to the second process would be to go to trading view. The second process would be an alert creation in TradingView. And then if you're using Amibroker, you need to download certain modules. And in both places, you will need to use webhook URL. Now, these are details that are provided by Algomojo itself. So you may not have to worry about what are the modules to be used, how do I create an alert, what messages to be typed into an alert creation in TradingView. All those will be made available by Algomojo itself. All you have to do is just copy them and paste it in TradingView or Amibroker, and your strategy that you want to automate will be ready for execution as such. Yeah. It's a two-step process. One way, the various the certain processes to be done in Algomojo. Second step is the charting tool, what needs to be done. So let's look at what is that we need to do in Algomojo and then get into TradingView. Yeah. So in Algomojo, first thing that you need to do is go to something called a tab called My Strategies and create a new strategy. Use a tab called New Strategy, and this is where we define the various parameters that we want to trade. Now, what are the things that are required? Like the first step is the name. It can be anything. Let me choose, say, demo Nifty futures. It can be anything that try and keep it as relevant to your trading strategy as such. Now, as I was mentioning, there are a few rules that needs to be selected based on the strategy that you want to automate. So there are four strategies categorized into five subcategories. One is the long only, short only, long plus short, buy, sell, short cover. This is more for Amibroker usage, stop and reversal. So the all the other four can be used in trading view also. So these are the rules which would depend on the strategy that you're going to run. So for example, I'll choose this stop and reversal kind of strategy as a first step to look at the super trend strategy that we'll try and automate today in TradingView. So which the super trend, since it's always in trade, it requires a rule called stop and reversal. So why stop and reversal? When we look at the strategy, let me try and explain. So once you select the rule from the drop down, you'll need to tell the system what is that you want to trade, whether it is equities, futures, or options. In options, it can be a static option. Then you have to select the futures and option and then give the strike price that is relevant. Or if you want the system to select dynamically the option, whenever the signal is generated, select the dynamic symbol. For the first example, let's try and see how do we do an automation of Nifty futures. So I'll select this Nifty future as the segment. Then trading symbol, I need to select it by typing few letters of the symbol. If I say Nifty, it will give me a list of all the symbols. So I select it from the drop down. You have the current month, next month, and the far month Nifty futures available. And select the October month. Then order type is whether it is normal, that is for delivery purpose. If you are in intraday, then you need to select the MIS as such. And then a normal for delivery. If it is intraday, select MIS. And then price type is as of now market, so you may not have, there's no other option. Once the limit order is enabled, you'll be able to select limit order from here. Otherwise, leave it at market and number of lots that you want to trade. Suppose you say you want to trade 100 lots, it will automatically indicate what is the quantity. As you can see, the quantity selected is 2,500 and the split for Nifty is 1,800. So it will split the order quantity into multiple lots based on the number of lots that you want to trade. Suppose, say, if it is 10 lot, as you can see, it becomes 250 quantity and the split quantity is disabled. So let's see how the order splitting happens by selecting 100 lots. Then there's a facility for rollover, whether you want to roll over or not rollover. If you want to do a rollover for next month, you can select this. For demo, let me keep it as don't rollover. So these are some of the basic things that are expected to be updated by the user based on what he wants to trade, what you want to trade. Once this is done, you can select to choose this target and stop loss if it is not getting handled by your strategy. Otherwise, if your strategy is handling it, then you need not have to update the target and stop loss. The system will take the target and stop loss pushed by your strategy itself. So once the target and stop loss are updated, you can look at the start time. Default is 9:15. Any signal coming after 9:15, it will start executing it. Now, if you say that, no, I don't want to trade from 9:15, I want to trade from 10 or 10:15, you can accordingly change the start time also. End time is, say, a lot of traders would not like to take any signals which come after, say, 3 o'clock or 3:15. So you can say that, okay, end time for my signals receiving into Algomojo to be stopped is, say, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So any signal coming after 3 o'clock, we will not execute it. Though your charting tool might send a signal after, say, around 3:15 or 3:20, 3:25, we will ignore that if you set an end time. Otherwise, default, you can leave it blank. Then similarly, square off time. default will be 350. If you have a set square off time for intraday, you can do that. Suppose you want to square off at 2:30, you can set the time as 2:30. Similarly, on the expiry day, when you want to do the rollover or the close the positions of the week or the month, you can set that time also. Based on these timings that have been set, the signals will be processed by Algomojo. So after you update these parameters in Algomojo, you need to submit this details, and the strategy that you created gets saved. Once the strategy is saved, there are a couple of things that are generated by Algomojo for that specific strategy. One is the long webhook URL. As you can see here, this is the webhook which has been created for the strategy called AB26 for placing the order. We will be using this in TradingView and in Amibroker or in charting or any of the platforms that you want to send the signals from. And for TradingView specifically, there are certain codes to be used. I'm sure most of them would be familiar with what you're trying to set as an alert process. So in the alert process, it will ask for the message box to be updated. So this is the message that you need to copy and paste it there. Suppose if your strategy is sending buy sell signals from TradingView, please select this. If you're also sending a symbol from TradingView, select this. If you're using an indicator, then you have to set two alerts, one for entry and one for exit. So accordingly, you can select either a buy or a sell for entry and exit. And with symbol, similar thing with along with the entry and exit, you will also be sending the symbol. So first we'll try and see how do we do an automation of a strategy, which is the super trend. So for which we will be using the webhook URL provided by Algomojo and the code to be updated in the message box. So once this is done, we go back here and say, this is the summary sheet of the strategies that are created. So it will give you the list of all the strategies that has been created by you. There are 18 strategies, for example, in this case. And this is the latest strategy that I created now. So by default, it will be in inactive state. You can enable live trade or paper trade. Now, for today, being markets are closed, we will see. We'll look at how to do the paper trading as such. So once you enable paper trade, the process is completed in Algomojo platform as such. Next, we need to go to TradingView and do the setting. Any queries so far on how do we, what do we do in Algomojo as such? Yeah, no queries so far. We'll go ahead and in case you have any query, you can use the Q&A box. Let me try and answer them. As we go along. Okay. So we have created a strategy for trading in Nifty futures, and we have selected 100 lots. Now, before getting into the charting platform, say you would like to place an order and check whether it will go through properly. You can do that also by using this tab called generate signal. So we go here and say you get an option of buy, sell, short, cover. You can do it from here itself. So I'll say if I say buy, the system will execute a buy signal, and any executed order will be seen under the section called my signals. So my strategy is where you define the parameters, and any signals that are getting generated will be seen under my signals as such. If you come here, you will be able to see strategy wise what are the signals that are getting generated. For today, we have chosen Nifty futures for the demo. So it is showing the order place for this strategy that we created. As you can see, it will tell you that it is a manual signal generated and from which IP it is coming in and what is the status of this. And to look at what is the order place, go to the orders tab here. And as you can see, there are two orders placed because the quantity that we want to trade is 2,500. The system has automatically split the order for 1,800 and 700. And two orders have been placed. And this is the price at which the order has been placed. So you can look at the position open from this tab called positions tab. And you will be able to see the quantity that I got traded. So always use our system which you create, which you enable for trading for doing any kind of order placement, either manually or from your charting tool, so that our system will remember that this is the order executed for this particular strategy, and this is the status as of now. Now, say if you are doing a live trade and you place this order, so it will be shown here also, and it will be shown under your position book also. Now, suppose you're looking at your position book, or you're looking at your manual, your mobile phone, or your broker terminal, and you feel that okay, you have gained a sufficient profit, and you close the position from here, say using this position book or from your mobile app as such. The order will get executed, no doubt, in your broker account. However, our system will not be updated as to what is the status of that order that you just placed, because here you have gone and closed the position. However, our system, it is still running, so when the next signal comes, our system will think that okay, the order is still open, and it will try and close this order, so which will lead to a mismatch. So don't do that. In case if you want to close the position, come here and you can do a square off. Okay, or by chance if you already done the closure using your mobile app or something, then you can come here and then do an adjust, make the quantity as zero, so that our system will know that okay, this portion has been closed and the quantity has become zero. So this is a facility that we provide to synchronize the system with the orders that are placed by you as such. So I'll keep it at 2,500. So system is running with 2,500 quantity. So square off you can do it from here, or you can go to the strategy that you just created, and you can say sell or square off. So accordingly, the system will take the next position. Suppose I say that, okay, I want to sell. That means that I generate a sell signal. Since I use a rule called stop and reversal, it will close my long portion and it will take the short portion. You can see that from here. First, we generated a buy signal, then we generated a sell signal. So the orders that we placed were shown here, it will be shown here, buy and sell. So it is reversing the number of orders that are getting placed, and the position has become now short position. Now, long position, it has become a short position. That is because of the rule that we had set. If it was long only, it would have closed the long position and the quantity would be zero. And if it was short only, then the new short position would have been taken accordingly. According to the rule that you define in the strategy, when you're creating here, it will do the execution as per this rule. So if it is buy, sell, short, cover, then it will always keep reversing the positions whenever the new signals are coming in. I suppose there are, this is quite clear. So let me try and square off the position which is there by using this button called square off. Now all my positions have become zero. The quantity has become zero. So let's see how do we proceed to the next step of automating this. Uh, the strategy that I created from say trading view. We'll go to trading view. Now let's look at, for example, this is a strategy called super trend. Most of you would have used or heard about super trend as such. So super trend is a strategy available in trading view. Pretty popular from a very, very long time. Pretty flexible. It's also actually a trailing kind of strategy. So it's always in trade, either short or long. As you can see here, it went long here, then again it went short here, then again it went long here, again it went short. So these kind of strategies, which are always in trade, either in long or short, use the rule called stop and reverse. That is what happens is when the long portion is triggered, the system, Algomojo system will take the long portion, whether it is in futures or options, any of those symbols that you're trading. And when a short signal comes, it will close the long portion and take the reverse portion. Suppose you're trading in futures long, it will take the futures short. Or if you're trading in options, here it will close the CE options and take the PE options. So it will keep running the PE option, and when the buy comes, it will close the PE for you and take the CE. So it is either long or short. Stop and reverse is the rule which is relevant, these kind of strategies. We have seen a lot of strategies. For example, what happens is it will take a buy portion and it will take a short sell here, and it will close this long portion, and there'll be no trades for some time. And then again, it could take a long or a short. Then the rule that you need to use will be different. Like you need to use the rule called long plus short, buy and sell. So selection of rule is the most important critical factor for the success of the usage of the platform and your strategies automation. So be very careful. If you have any doubt, always check with us. We are available for you on all working days during the market hours. We work from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock and Saturdays from 10 to 5. So, any doubt, please feel free to talk to us, or we have an extensive documentation which I'll show you also. You could go through the documentation and select the rule as per the requirement of your strategy that you are trying to automate. Now, there are traders who trade only long trades. They'll take the buy here and then close the position. So it could have been futures or it could be having CE. They don't like to take PE at all. So for such kind of traders, we recommend long only as a rule to be used. The opposite of that would be the traders who take only short positions. So for them, the rule to be used is short only. So it will ignore any buy signal that comes and it will execute only the sell signals received from your charting tool. The charting tool will always send both buy or sell. So since you have made a choice to trade either only long or only short, it will our system will honor only those kind of signals. It will ignore any signal which is opposite to what you would have selected as a rule. So hope that is clear. Now, as I was mentioning, our platform is a bridge. It acts as a bridge for the traders to use any signals that get generated from a charting tool like a trading view and place orders for you in your broking account. Now, we provide you a facility called paper trade for you to check the process to see whether the long or the short positions that you're sending is getting executed and the position is getting closed as per the requirement of your strategy, getting opened as per your requirement. So we are providing this paper trade facility only for that purpose. It is not a back testing tool or a forward testing tool. So the tool for you for doing your back testing would be platforms like TradingView or even Amibroker kind of thing. So any strategy that you would be running, you can check it in TradingView itself. It will show you the backtest reports. This is the summary of all the trades taken. For example, for this super trend, there were some close to 312 trades in that particular period, and profitable percentage of percent profitable with so many profit factors, so much drawdown and average trade profit or loss will be shown here. So you can do the back testing in TradingView. So load your strategy in TradingView, go to the strategy tester, as you can see here, and check the various parameters of backtesting as such. So this is your code, this is your strategy tester, what has been the performance, what are the list of trades taken during a particular period. All that will be shown here. So kindly use either TradingView or any other tool which supports backtesting for checking your strategies as such. No, Algomojo is platform doesn't have facility for backtesting your strategies. We are a bridge to execute your orders and not for testing purpose. Yeah, how to select Bank Nifty options? We will check that also when we go to the options automation process. Currently, we're looking at how do we do a automation for say futures. We set up the strategy here. We created this for trading in futures. So let's see how do we automate this in TradingView. So once you have the strategy in place, important thing is to other important thing in this in TradingView is to select the symbol. So say for example, let's look at Bitcoin. These markets open today. Try and see if we can get some live trades. So once you have the symbol ready, then you have to select the time frame in which you want to run the strategy. So once you update on your, once you're clear in terms of your trading strategy and the symbol that you want to trade. Trading, you have the strategy, you have the trading symbol. In this case, it is a Bitcoin, and also the time frame. You will need to set the uh, alert for this. And now, my essential thing is trading view support. We will need to use webhook URL for automating these signals that would be generated, for which we'll need to use the webhook URL facility provided by TradingView, which is available only in the paid version. In the free version, all the features are available, but not your webhook URL facility. So you will need to have the basic plan at least to automate your signals from TradingView. So once you have the webhook URL facility subscription for TradingView, and you have a strategy, and whichever symbol that you want to automate, we our platform is available for you to do the automation. Now let us see how do we do the alert setting for this super trend strategy running on Bitcoin on 1 minute. So once we have loaded this chart with the relevant symbol and time frame, we go to the strategy and use this button called more, and from here we select something called add a strategy. I create an alert. So it will create an alert for Bitcoin at 1 minute. So it TradingView will pop up a gives you a pop-up in which you need to update this message box and update the webhook URL. So if you go to notification, and here is the webhook URL facility where you need to update, link the strategy with Algomojo using the webhook URL. Now, to get the webhook URL, we go to the strategy that we just created, go to view and come down here and copy this webhook URL and come and paste it here. I'll be pasting here. Then go to settings. Also need to update this message, which is given again by Algomojo. So we come here and copy this, hit this button here, update, go and control V, paste it here, and give it a name. Say, for example, I'll say 5th October Nifty Futures. And all I have to do is create. That's it. So once I do these two copy paste, one is the webhook URL and the message box content, my alert is created, and it will wait for all the, sorry, it will wait for the signals to, as you can see here, this is the alert that I just created. It will wait for the signal to be generated. So whenever there's a sell signal which is generated, uh, the order will get executed in our platform. Now, suppose you feel that, okay, the system is running long, and let me take the long portion and allow the trading view alert to carry on the future trades, or let me synchronize my portion with what is running currently in trading view. So there's a long portion running. So let me go and take a long portion in Algomojo itself for the strategy. So I'll say buy. So we will have 2,500 quantity of um, the Nifty futures running in the account as such. So whenever the sell signal comes, our system will take the sell signal generated by TradingView uh, and execute the order for you. So if the sell comes, it will go here and close this long portion and take a short portion. So you can synchronize with the trading view by taking a manual order and then allowing the system to run automatically for you as and when you require. That's it. Any queries so far? So we are not providing any strategies. So we do not publish any back testing data as such. So we have recently come up with something called a strategy store. There are pretty popular strategies available for you to use them. It is not a recommendation. It is these are free tools or strategies available in TradingView, which we have extended that facility to our system. That's it. So you need not have to do a subscription and monitor the charts and create alert, all that is not available. However, if you want to see the backtesting of those, you can load those strategies. Say if it is super trend, load super trend on whatever instrument and time frame, and you can check the backtesting in TradingView itself. Similarly, we have something called a half trend and alpha trend. That also you can load it here from TradingView itself. These are free strategies available. You can check the backtesting reports of all those strategies. Yeah. And once you're convinced that this is meeting the requirement, you can take live trades from Algomojo itself. So, as I was mentioning earlier, the automation is a simple process. The first process is you define what is that you want to trade in Algomojo by setting various parameters under the strategy section. You go to my strategies and create a strategy of what is that you want to trade. And then once you have updated all this, you come and do the alert creation in TradingView. Once the alert is created, by copy pasting the webhook URL and the message box content, you're ready for your automation is set. All you have to do is wait for the new signals to be triggered. It will get executed in our system automatically in your account. It is as simple as that. You need not have to worry about opening a code in TradingView or Amibroker, any place, and then doing any changes, copy pasting into the code itself. Nothing of that sort. All you have to have is a strategy in TradingView, and it should be able to give you buy sell signals. You will be able to automate. It can be any strategy. There are hundreds and hundreds of strategies people are using on TradingView. You can pick any of them and then you can automate them. It's a simple process. So it's a simple process, and anybody can use it. Anybody can create it and use it. Yeah, TradingView is a separate tool. It is not a part of Algomojo as such. So that's the reason we will not be able to give the subscription for that. Users will need to take the subscription for TradingView on their own. It's a simple thing. It's a very, very useful tool available, very giving you a lot of features and facilities. Kindly make use of them. Most of them are free of cost, and for automation, you will need to incur a small cost by taking the subscription. They keep running various sale. I think shortly a Black Friday sale will come where they provide massive discounts. Check out those, avail those discounts and good pricing, which will be announced by TradingView. It will help you save a lot of cost. So while we are waiting for the signal to be generated on the super trend strategy running on Bitcoin on a 1 minute time frame, if there are any queries, kindly use the Q&A box. I'll try and answer those. Else, we'll look at some of the other things that normally people would like to do in from their charting tool. Say, if you have a indicator, how do we automate based on an indicator? Let's look at what is the process. Now, for example, let's use one indicator called RSI. It can be any indicator. So, so go to indicators and select any indicator. For example, if you choose stochastic, now people use stochastic as it's an oscillator, oversold and overbought kind of situation. So when it is oversold, people would like to take a buy long entry, and when it is overbought, uh, people would like to close their long entry and take a short entry kind of thing. So how do we do that? Now, when you are using an indicator, you should always give you have to create two alerts. One is for entry and one for exit. Whereas for a strategy, it is just one alert that you need to create. Like what we did for super trend here. It is just one, which will take care of both entry and exit. However, when it comes to indicators or price-based actions, you will always need to create two alerts, one for entry, one for alert. Now, how do we create an alert for entry? For example, let's see on stochastic again, when you hover, take your cursor on this and click on this more button, it will show you this pop-up called create alert on Bitcoin, and it opens up a window in which you have to update the parameters. Now, unlike a strategy parameter, if you look at strategy, so for strategy, the number of things that you need to update are very minimal. So one is your message box, the other one is your name and the webhook URL. Whereas for an indicator, there are a couple of things more that you need to tell TradingView what needs to be done, or it will ask you what needs to be done when. For example, if for this RSI automation, if I want to take a long trade or a short trade when the RSI starts coming down. Now I will need to go and say that, okay, RSI when it starts coming down a certain value. For example, I'll say if the RSI starts coming down a value of 60, I want to take a short position. So I'll say short entry. And here in the message box, we will need to update. So the message content and the webhook URL needs to be updated. So how do we do that? We go to Algomojo again. For indicators, so let's look at somebody wanted to have a look at how do we do it for Nifty options or Bank Nifty options. Let's check that. So I'll say uh, Bank Nifty options as the name. Then again, I'll set the name as say buy sell. And segment, let me use dynamic symbols, options. So in options, you can trade either in Nifty, Bank Nifty, or Fin Nifty, not in stock options as of now. It will be only these three instruments which are enabled. So once I select Bank Nifty, it will ask for the expiry to be updated. If I say week 2 expiry, it will show me the date. So week 2 is 9/10, 9th of October. So if it is week 3, it will also again show you that it is 16. So you can be clear as to what is that expiry that you want to trade. So then I need to select the ATM, OTM, or ITM. So let me say ITM, say for example, 2 is what I want to trade. I'll say ITM 2. Then I'll say I'm a buyer, so I'll say buy. If you're a seller, you can say select. If you are hedging something, so you can accordingly select that. So if you're a buyer, say buying. Then order can be NRML or MIS, depending on your requirement. Price is always market. Then quantity, I'll say 100 again. So as you can see here, the quantity becomes 1500 and it will split into multiples of 900 and place multiple orders for you. And again, do you want to roll over? Do you want to target? And, do you have target and stop loss? All this needs to be updated if required. Otherwise, default leave it blank. So once you've selected or updated these various parameters uh, specific to your requirement, um, kindly submit the strategy that we create. So once the strategy is created, you will get this TradingView content at the down bottom of the web page. Since we are trying to automate an indicator, we'll go to indicator section. Then since we are trying to define a sell portion, I'll use the sell content and go to TradingView and paste it here. Now, since it's already moved pretty fast below, let's try and see if we can take a buy entry. So for that, what we need to do is instead of sell, I'll use the buy content. Come back to TradingView and say, okay, instead of sell, let me take a buy. And I'll say crossing up a value of say 25 or say 30. If the RSI comes from below and crosses a value of 30, I want a buy to be triggered. I'll change this to buy entry. And I need to give what is the web URL to be used. So before that, I need to go and save this, whatever I said, or you can use it from here. We have saved it. The webhook URL is created. Copy that, come to TradingView, delete whatever is the default shown there, update it with your webhook URL. That's it. So once I say create, as you can see here, there's one dotted line with an arrow indicated. So my alert, which I created, is also here. RSI is currently around 3.5. So whenever it starts moving up this level, which I've set at 30, and the candle closes at that. For example, there's one more setting which I did not mention. I would say once the bar close, per bar close, it will wait for the candle to close, and if the RSI is sustaining above 30, only then it will get triggered. So to make that change, so we will need to wait for the RSI to move up this level and to take an entry. Now, the good thing about this is that you need to create this once for entry and once for exit. So how do we create it for, let me try and, before that, let me try and enable this so that if there are any signals coming in, it will get executed. Let me say paper trade alive active. So go to trading view. So here I'll also create one more exit. So all you have to do is go here, right click and say clone. So once I say clone, it will automatically create a copy of the same thing what we had done for entry. Here I'll change this to sell because this is the exit that I'm trying to define. Here I'm saying that crossing down and a value of say 60 and I'll say buy exit as the name. Now, what is that we are trying to do? If we get an entry here and the RSI goes above, say, in this case, above 60 and starts coming down, the long entry which was triggered at 30, I want that to be closed when it starts coming down below 60. It has to first go above 60 and then starts coming down, crossing down is what I'm trying to tell the system. So once these two are created, sorry for that, I did not change the value here. So yeah, that's done. As you can see here, this is my exit for the long entry, and this is my long entry, and this is the exit one. You can see the dotted line with arrows. It will tell you what are these. And good feature about this is once you create this, you can dynamically shift it based on the levels that you want to do. So either you can do it from here or go edit also. From here also you can change it. For example, I'll say that instead of 60, let's make this 60 or 70. I'll save it. As you can see here, it will get shifted to 70. So the entry will be taken when the candle closes about RSI closes about 30 and the candle also closes and it goes up, RSI goes up, and when it starts coming down, the long entry will get closed. That is how we create alerts for automation using an indicator. So there are two alerts to be created for the same strategy. One first alert for the entry and the second alert for the exit. I suppose that's clear. Any doubts? Let me know in the alert creation for strategy or for even for indicators. Any queries? Anything so far in alert creation or strategy creation? So it can be any indicator. So which are there are so many indicators published in TradingView. Study them, and if you have a particular indicator that you want to automate, use this method of creating alerts for entry and exit. So whenever those levels are crossed, the entry will be taken and the exit will also be taken. So it is a simple process to automate any strategy or any indicator in TradingView. All you need to do is uh, have a strategy or indicator that you want to automate, run your system and create alert. For strategy, it is one alert. So if it's an indicator, it is two alert, one for entry and one for exit. Once you're done with these two, the system will keep running it for you. So whenever these levels are achieved, it will keep triggering the orders for you. So this setup can be done. It needs to be done only once and left it at that. Since TradingView is running in cloud, you need not be sitting in front of your system to check for any orders coming in, getting executed as such. So any signals, alerts created from here, it will reach Algomojo and will execute the orders for you. So it is as simple as that. It's a two-step process of copying and pasting from Algomojo, two things, webhook URL and the message content for TradingView. First, we define in Algomojo what are the things that we want to trade, whether it is Nifty, equity, or options. If it is options, how many lots, and whether it is dynamic, ATM, ITM, any of these things. And then accordingly, come to TradingView and set the alert. That's it. Any queries? Anything that you would like me to address? Do let me know. So here RSI is trying to close above the level that we have indicated. So this, let's check if it is already triggered. Yeah, it is already triggered a buy entry as we can close above this level here. This can close above the level here. So let's look at what are the order, what has happened to the order that we just created. So this is the strategy that we created, BN options. We go to my signals, and if you go to my signals and look at BN options, this is a strategy. There was a buy triggered at 11:16:01. As you can see, it has been received from a IP which is belonging to trading view. And this were manual orders. The IP can be differentiated from this. Then look at the orders that were triggered. As you can see here, it triggered a buy order. Since the quantity was 1,500, it has placed two orders for you, and it is ITM 2 or 3 that we defined. So accordingly, the position has been taken. If you can see in this under position, this is the Bank Nifty option, the week 2 option for 50 to 100 CE that has been taken. As simple as that. The system will keep running it for you. So whenever the reversal comes, the C will be closed as such. So this was done based on the indicator. So now if, as you can see, the RSI is moving up. If it goes above the level that we have set here of 70 and starts coming down, then the C will be exited. That's it. So important things to note here again, I'm trying to say is you need to look at the symbol that you want to trade. You need to look at the time frame that you want to trade. You need to have a strategy or an indicator that you want to automate. And once these three are decided, go create the alert. If it is strategy, it is one alert to be created. Go to the name of the strategy and click on this more button and say add strategy, update the message box and the notification, the webhook URL. That's it. You're ready for receiving and transmitting any signals. Similarly, for indicators, you just go to load the indicator, come here and say more again and add indicator, add alert on the indicator. There are a couple of more things that you need to update. So once you update these things, the alert is created and TradingView will trigger the orders whenever the alerts are, whenever the conditions are met and the alerts are triggered. It's Uh, so, uh, like as I was mentioning, we are only a bridge provider between your charting tool. It can be TradingView or anything. So whichever signals that you send, we will execute it. Now, suppose if you don't want to take orders every day or signals every day, what you can do is either stop it, come and pause your strategy here. You can say pause, stop here, and you can restart that whenever you want. So if you say stop, so this will not transmit send any orders, any signals to Algomojo, even if it is generated from here. Or if you have enabled this by any chance, and you don't want any signals to be taken, you come to Algomojo and don't switch on the paper trade or the live trade. You just put it off. So it will not close the position. It will keep running with whatever you have. If paper trade or live trade is not enabled, any signals received from TradingView also will not be executed. So it will give an error saying that the push strategy is off. So no signal was not generated. For example, let me try and close this also. So we might get a exit here. If the candle closes below here, the long trade that we took here, it is supposed to get closed. So let us see if the exit is triggered, not yet. It might trigger right if the candle closes below 70 that we have set. So that is a way to control if you want to take a trade every day or not. So whenever you want the signal not to be generated, either you stop the alert that you have created in TradingView or go to Algomojo and switch off the system, make this inactive, both the strategies, and any signals coming from TradingView or any charting tool, it will not be executed as such. As you can see, the buy has been exited because the RSI closed below this level. So let us see what has happened here. If you come to my signals and look at, as you can see here, the sell has been received by us, but we have rejected that order, saying that please enable live or paper trade. So the position will continue to run. Suppose you didn't want to trade today, it will keep running. And whenever you want the same to be enabled, you go and enable the paper trade or live trade here from my strategies. I'll enable both of them. So it will keep running. That's it. So that is how you can control if you want to trade every day or not trade every day. Any queries so far? Anything else anybody would like to understand? Kindly let me know. I can try and show them. Similarly, we have seen a lot of people who use things like trend line or resistance and support kind of levels to place an order. You can do that also from TradingView. For example, you draw a trend line. Say, let's draw a trend line. Yeah. Say, for example, I draw a trend line, something like this. For example, now if you see that, okay, if the price is uh, breaking down this level, if you feel that the price is breaking down the yellow line, the trend line, you would like to take a PE or take a short portion, you can do the same thing. The process is similar to what we did for stochastic. After you draw the trend line, click on that line and right click on that line and say you will get a feature called add alert on trend line. So what is that you want to do? So if the price is crossing down this trend line, I want, and the candle also has to close below that trend line. I want a short to be taken, then I just paste this, sorry, content as what we took for indicator, like here. Use the same content box. For example, sell, go to trading view and say sell, and say give a name. I'll say TL Nifty. It can be anything. Uh, Short entry. And I update the webhook URL, this webhook URL, and create it. That's it. So whenever you have a price coming down and closing below this trend line, a short entry will be triggered. Similarly, if you want to take an long entry, if there is a breakout of the trend line, all you have to do is draw the trend line, right click on that and say add alert on trend line. Say you, instead of crossing, you say crossing up. We want the price to cross up the trend line that I have drawn. And once the bar is closed, I want a long entry to be taken. I come here and say, instead of sell, I say buy and say create after updating the webhook here. So accordingly, it'll take a long entry. So based on trend lines, also you can automate your trades to be taken. So say in the morning or in the evening, you draw the trend line and you feel that, okay, next day there could be a possibility of a breakout, then you want an entry to be taken, set the alert. That's it. Next day, whenever the trend line is broken out and the candle closes above that, your order will get triggered in the system. Simple. Okay, there are various strategies available in TradingView. You could use them. All you have to do is go to these indicators and type the name of the strategy of the indicator. So, for example, super trend. There are so many things which are available. So many strategies which are available. You can use any of them. So if it is a half trend, you can see there are so many half trend strategies. A lot of people, TradingView is popular globally. It's a tool available, access being used by a lot of people globally. A lot of traders use it. You can see how many people have used it or seen it or what they have done with these kind of strategies. Use these things and then test them for profitability. If it is meeting your requirement, run it on the system that you want to use, whether it is Nifty, Bank Nifty, symbol, equity, or stock futures. You can run it on any of them. So we are again basically not a strategy provider. We are a bridge provider. We are here to help you to automate your signals. It can be from trading view strategies or indicators, any of these things. We are here to help you out to automate that. These strategies, indicators available in TradingView per se can give you buy sell signals, but either you sit in front of the system and place the orders whenever that is generated, or you automate it. For you to help automation, we are providing you the facility. That's it. But the strategy and the indicators that you want to automate has to be got by you. We don't provide those things. However, we have launched a new facility called Strategy Store. I'll take you through that also. You can see here Strategy Store. This has got, we have deployed some of the very popular strategies like a super trend and half trend and alpha trend for trading in a couple of trading symbols. So you need not have to worry about trading alert, having a subscription for trading view, any of these things. If you do a subscription going to a strategy store, so our system will place the orders on your behalf uh, in your account. Every day morning, you have to log in and enable the strategy. That's it. You need not have to look into TradingView, get TradingView subscription, set the alert. Nothing needs to be done from your end. All you have to do is subscription from Algomojo. That's it. Yeah. How do we do that? All you have to do is go to Algomojo. Go to there's something called a strategy store. So there are three strategies that are listed: super trend, half trend, and alpha trend. Now, suppose you want to run super trend. It seems to be a pretty popular strategy. Some 547 deployments are there. So, and you will need to, if you need to know have more details about it, you can check it out from here. What is this strategy? Then select the instrument, whether it's Nifty or Bank Nifty. Once you select, say, Nifty, it'll ask you which time frame you want, 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 15 minutes. And then you say add to the strategy. It will provide you a disclaimer, typically saying that we don't guarantee any profit or loss. We don't take any guarantee of any of these things. We don't commit on any of the strategy performance. If you accept those, you say yes, it will be listed in your under your my strategy section. As you can see here, super trend Nifty, 15 minute. You will, by default, it will be in inactive state. You will need to enable paper trade or live trade. And once you do that, whenever the signals are generated by super trend on Nifty on a 15-minute time frame, the order will be placed. So you don't have to get into trading view and do all the settings also. So this is how we do automation using TradingView, either a strategy or a indicator or even price-based actions like the trend line breakout or breakdown. It can be even support and resistance level also. For example, if you say that, okay, um, for example, this is a support level. If you indicate that this is a support level, the price break down this level, you would like to take a short entry, or if the price goes below this level and starts moving up, you want to take a long entry. Same method, you draw the support and resistance, right click on that and update the trading view uh, details that are required, whether price crossing up or crossing down, what is that you want to do, either buy entry or a sell entry, update the webbook URL, that's it. So whenever these levels are met in terms of price itself, price action itself, the trades will be undertaken. For example, if you take this as the resistance level, so if you have taken an entry after the price say crossed here and then it touches here, there's a resistance level. You want the portion to be closed, you can define it. Also saying that, okay, when it comes here, do a sell for me instead of buy, just do a sell. And set the alert. So the entry will be taken from the support level and the exit will happen at the resistance level. Either way. So if you want, if the price is going up and starts coming down, you want a short to be taken, you can define that also. Trading view gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of setting up these kind of trade executions. So kindly study them, use them. Yeah, our platform is suitable for automating any of these kind of facilities extended by TradingView. There's no additional subscription for accessing strategy store as long as you have the API subscription done through us, or if you have taken opened a new account in say Zebu or Allies Blue or First Stock or Fires, strategy store will be available free of cost for you. You don't need to have the TradingView subscription also. Yes. However, the performance of those is not guaranteed by us. You will need to do the backtest, see if it is suitable, if it meets your kind of reward requirements, and then take the subscription. We are just a facilitator. We are not strategy provider. We don't guarantee any profit or loss. Yeah. Coming back to the presentation that we were looking at. So summarize, Algomojo automation is a two-step process. First step, we define what needs to be traded in Algomojo. Then we go to trading view and create alert by updating the message box and pasting the webhook URL in the notification section. That's it. You're ready for automation. So brief about the rules that needs to be selected based on the strategy that you're running. Long only for taking only long signals, short only for taking only short signals. If it is both, then you have buy plus sell, long plus short. For Amibroker, buy plus sell, short plus cover, both are the same for trading. They do the same functions. Then for strategies like super trend, it is stop and reversal. These are the rules that need to be used. So we saw how do we do a automation with super trend, RSI, and price action, trend line or resistance support kind of levels. This is what I was talking about, the super trend, the strategy store. Three popular strategies that are available, made available. One is super trend, alpha trend, and half trend. The instrument on which you can trade is Nifty or Bank Nifty. The time frame is 1 minute, 5 minute, or 15 minute. And by default, it is for trading in ATM and it is for position trade by default. You can either do a paper trade or a long trade, both. Coming to the support structure, you can contact us for any kind of support between 9 to 5 on all working days and on Saturdays from 10 to 5. You can contact using our WhatsApp also. This is our WhatsApp number. You can call our team on this number, or you can raise a ticket, which will be attended by our executives, and they will give you the details for the queries that you raise. Then, or you can send an email to us. The email ID is support@algomojo.com. If you have any queries, do let me know. My name is Lokesh. My email ID, in case you want more details, you can write to me. We have a blog containing extensive details about various functionalities of our product, our website, our facilities. Kindly go through them also. Our website is algomojo.com. For more information, kindly refer to this also. Yeah. If there are any queries, I could try and answer them. Yeah. Since there are no queries, we'll close this session for now. Do contact us in case if you need any further details, information. Refer to our website also for more details. Thank you so much. Thank you for providing us an opportunity to present details about our platform. Have a nice weekend and happy trading. Thank you. Happy Dasara too. Yes, yes, sir. Sorry, there is one query. You can type out the query, Mr. Manish. Tell me, sir. Sir, you had a query? Sir, tell me, Mr. Manish. You can talk also. Mr. Manish, are you able to hear me? Mr. Manish, you can talk. I unmuted you. You can raise your query, or you can type out in the Q&A also. Anybody would like to ask any question, you can talk. You're unmuted. You can ask any query that you have. Okay, I'm not sure why. uh, you can message us or email us. I'm so sorry, I'm not able to get any feedback. We'll try and close this session. Kindly write to us, contact us in case you want some more details on this. We'll be happy to assist you. Thank you so much.